Can you do Zion in one day from Las Vegas?
That is the question.
And we're here to tell you, yes, you can.
Yes, I didn't think you could, but you can.
You can, but you got to be prepared. So what could you see on a one-day trip?
To Zion from Vegas. Well, here's our ideas. Not being intrepid super hikers, we like to see things
Yes.
and go for nice walks. So here's our suggestion. You definitely do the river walk.
Absolutely, because it's beautiful.
And that takes you up to the Narrows. You see the whole canyon on the river walk. It's lovely. So that. Then there's the scenic drive up through the canyon, through the historic tunnel. And on the other side of that,
You get to see the arch. It's a beautiful, beautiful drive. And then once you get through that tunnel, ooh.
there's the Canyon Overlook hike, which is, if you're afraid of heights, there's a couple little spots that might make you nervous.
Yes.
But it's a moderate hike, in our opinion.
It's about a mile straight up.
Well,
Well,
I don't know about
not straight up, but up.
it's up. But you get incredible views from up there. Totally worth
It's beautiful.
it to see all the beauty of Zion from essentially one hike. So then next,
And there's some caves that you could go into. So it's got a lot of interesting points on that journey up.
so that's actually number 3. And then come back down into Zion Village, grab a little lunch.
Yes. Because it's
Lots
the
of
only
nice
place you can
places.
eat, right?
Well, you could go to the lodge. There's the Zion
Yes.
Lodge, which is in the park. But just outside the gate is Zion Village with plenty of choices of spots for a nice lunch.
Great brewery.
Yeah. So that's a great place for your lunch. Then drive up to the north end to Kolob Canyon. And there is another overlook hike up there. Totally worth it.
Yeah, it's a really nice hike. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful, and it's not crowded.
No, Kolob is far less crowded than main Zion. So
Yeah.
that's us in a day of sightseeing and seeing the overview of Zion. That can be done in a day easily.
So depending on the time of year, let's say you go in the summer, it's a longer day, so there are more things you can add on. You could do a horseback riding. I think they do it at 11, 2, and 6.
Oh no, there's more than that.
There's more than that?
Yeah, it's
So I give you
I
wrong
would say 10
information.
and 12 and 2 and 3 and 5. It was
Oh, okay.
Or
So
2,
it's
3, and
almost
4.
every hour.
Anyway.
Every hour. Or if horses aren't your thing, you could rent e-bikes right outside. I don't know if you could rent them in the park itself, but right outside the front gate where the brewery is and a great restaurant as well, you can rent e-bikes. And then you could go all over the park with e-bikes. It's like with a car, you can't. There are places you cannot go.
right, which we'll cover
Yeah.
here
Yes.
in a sec. So there's also ranger-led
Yes.
activities that you can do, but those you need to really look at the schedule first to weave them in. But there isn't a tight closing time for the park itself. So as long as you've got light, you can be in the park.
Right.
So how do you do that? What makes it easiest to do that on your own? Because from Vegas, there are a number of tour companies that do Zion in a day.
And we'll list those tour companies, at least some of them, down below in the comment section. You can do that. You're going to have an early start, so be prepared to get up early. That's a given.
Yeah. So I suspect even with the bus tour, I suspect you get up early, but that I don't know. But if you're doing it yourself, then we would suggest you take off from Vegas by 6. Yeah.
6 would be great because you can get there. It's a approximately 2-hour drive. You can get there at 8 o'clock and you could go right into the visitor center parking, which is free parking and the best parking, frankly. But it fills up very quickly.
Very early. So
By 9:30, it's
you're not
filled
going to
up.
get in there. So you'll have to, if you're arriving after that time, you'll have to park in Springdale, the town right outside the gate. And they have lots of parking there. And there's a very convenient shuttle that goes up and down the street. And then when you will not need your car inside the park
No,
at all.
not at all. Because the shuttle service takes you for every hike, every trailhead. It's absolutely perfect.
So,
you
and
can
they
do
don't even
that.
allow you to take your car, even if you wanted to.
No,
You're
no,
not
no.
allowed.
You can take your car up to the scenic overlook through the tunnel, but that's sort of
Yeah.
not the main where all the trailheads are.
Right.
Yeah.
So, early. The earlier, the better.
Early the better. I would say leave Vegas around 6 in the morning, the latest. You get there at 8 o'clock. You park the car at the visitor center. You grab a map with the trailheads. I guess they have some snacks you could take with you, but be prepared. Have a little day pack and
Yeah, you want to
bring some water. Certainly have water.
Lots
If you're
of
coming in the summer, please have water. They have filling stations
All
in
over the
front
place.
of each of the trailheads, right?
Well,
Somewhat?
at each of the shuttle stops.
At
and
each of
things,
the-
there's
okay.
different, and some of the trailheads do have water
Yes.
also.
So make sure you bring a container for that water. I was going to say a canteen, but what are we in the service? So
So you'll need that and some snacks. And again, you could get in there early and then just
Yes.
go have breakfast at the lodge.
yes, which is very nice.
That's what we did, and that was
And that'll
very
cover you for a good part of the day.
Yeah. So that's an option. Then the other scenic drive that you can put in your day is Kolob Terrace,
Oh yes, yes.
which
yes,
I
yes.
wanted to do, but it was closed.
It was
a good chunk of
closed.
it was closed because of the time of year we were there. It was still closed for snow and things.
Yeah, it's it's if you go in March and April, there's still going to be snow in some places,
so-
and trails will be closed.
Some will be, yeah. So know that. But all that can be done in a day, and then you can come back to Springdale, get a nice little dinner.
And then get on the 15 and you're home. Yeah, well, or a hotel wherever you're staying in Vegas.
Yeah.
For us,
So-
it's home.
So you can do it. I didn't think you could, but you can.
Yeah, I think it's a great day trip. There are so many day trips. People come here. If you come to Vegas for a weekend, obviously, you're pretty much not going to do a day trip or a tour. But if you're here for a longer period of time, there's only so much you can gamble, I think.
Well, or maybe you're just somebody that maybe
wants
you're on
to
the
see,
East Coast and you
yeah.
want to see a little more of the West. Maybe you're here for a long convention and you've got a day, or you
Yeah.
tack on a day and do something besides the strip, So
You get
It's
off the
worth it.
strip and there's a lot to do. They have helicopter tours to Grand Canyon. You got Zion. You got Red Rock. There's plenty to do, but we'll talk about those another time. But this is all about Zion, and it is so worth you going to because it is just beautiful. But be prepared, especially if you go in the summer, it's crowded.
crowded and hot. Just know that.
Crowded and hot. So bring your patience along with you.
So I hope this was helpful. And we'll see you on the next one. yeah?
Yes. But and have a great adventure.